Welcome back, everyone. We are doing in-game speed runs of the Doom Tower waves. Now, this is not a flex at all. This is just to show you how the team comp works. It's the fastest Doom Tower wave clearing. It takes 15 turns. That's how quick it is, 19 seconds to do it. Most waves always die that fast. We're going to do some difficult waves as well. We're going to go down here and do like this one, where we've got War Chiefs in here that will kill your Seer. And we're going to see how the team performs there. This is not the team, actually. And then we're going to do 99 is the highest I can get up to. So we're going to do 99 first. Obviously, this is the team. Again, very in-game. No flex here, just to show you how it runs, to show you what you can accomplish once you have these champions. Then I'm going to do a team for you. We're going to run this team through the same exact wave. No reset. We've got free-to-play accessible champions for this part, and then of course you have to have Seer, right? You've got to have Seer. It's a Seer world, but you can get through the Doom Tower very easily without these champions. Without a Seer, with burns, with stunning and controlling the waves. I've shown you how to do that time and time again in all these videos, so go check them out. I'll flash a few across the top. It's easy to do, guys, with burns. It is so easy to get through Doom Tower hard with burns and control from champions that you get for free. Okay, so for the first two runs we're going to do, it's just this, right? It's the normal rotation. We have two Prince Kymars coming in here. We made it so they don't do their resets, of course, right away. One Kymar will reset now. There's a lot of sleeps in here, too, that can help you out. If you're not fast enough, you can have those Prince Kymars sleep before your guys take a turn and then make it to where they lose their turn. But it's better to be faster overall, right? We're doing very end-game content. Like, this is it. This is the end of the end. There's no harder content out there than doing these waves. And you can beat, like, even Torments don't matter because I have a Duchess in here. Like, who cares about Torments? I'm going to block. Like, right there, Prince Kymar goes, Prince Kymar goes. We wouldn't be frozen from anything from that. And then Duchess is going to cover, and then we take everybody down. Again, it repeats the same cycle over and over. Right after this run, we're going to go into, let's do a harder run to where we're going to have Seer die to show you. But pretty much every single wave of the Doom Tower, look at that, 19 seconds, 15 turns, it's done. What is the best and the fastest team out there? This is it. I mean, there is no better team than this. We'll go over the rotation, how I have it set up, and we'll go over the gear once we're done with this run. There, Seer's dead, right? So I'm just going to put it on full auto. Obviously, on waves like this that are very difficult, or at least that have some kind of annoying mechanic in here with these champions, we can always sub one Prince Kymar out. If you sub a Prince Kymar out and then kind of manual it a little bit, you can go through it much easier. You could just put in a Brogni or somebody else in there that's going to really help out the situation that you're facing to make sure, or maybe another Reviver, Raglan, to bring somebody back quickly. Although, I just put it on full auto, and it did get a little sketchy right here at the last wave, right? To when Duchess is going to get low in just a minute. But I think we made it. We made it through. It's all that's going to matter. Made it through here. So you saw I just did run after run after run. And then I'm going to throw in that other team without the Prince Kymar, without the Duchess. It's got a Seer in there. But believe me, if you haven't watched my other episodes on how to get through Doom Tower hard waves, please go check them out. It'll really help you progress in this game and get those rewards. That's what we want. Every time we're on stream, I love helping people get through Doom Tower hard waves and the bosses. I think I've got so many videos on every single boss, how to get through even with rares, to help you get through that, because I like these rewards. I think it's fun to do every month. If you're completing all the other content in the game, this is what you're focusing on. And maybe you don't want to focus on this, but if you do, if you just go through your champions, gear them up a little bit, and try, I'm telling you, you're going to have a good time, and you're going to get really good rewards. So here's this other team. Now, we have our 3-turn cooldowns to control. We dropped that first wave because we have so many buffs. We have Lydia doing decreased defense and weaken. We come into that second wave, and we already got the AoE provoke from our Vizix ready to go because she did her A2 first to give us all those buffs and slow speed them. So we knew that she was going to do a provoke immediately, but then we also have a slower, around a 200 speed Gnarlhorn doing a provoke after that. So he provoked immediately after. He is in a Frostbite set, so he's kind of freezing some of these people. And then we have the stunts also from Archmage Helmet. So those are 3 people with a 3-turn cooldown to control those waves. 3 different champions that when we come into wave 2, we know for sure we're going to have it under control because we're going to drop wave 1. Even if we did not drop wave 1, we would still have a really good odds, the chance to do some kind of control when we go into the next wave. And that's what we're going to have to count on for wave 3. We dropped this wave. We had to wait for Seer to come back around for her Karma burn. So now somebody's got to have something. But luckily, Vizix had her A3 ready to go on a 3-turn cooldown to provoke. And then Archmage had his ready to go to stun them. And then now Gnarlhorn is going to provoke everybody again, eventually on his 3-turn. But we've got it under control. We were able to control that wave, although Archmage is having a little bit of difficulty right now. And now we're waiting for Seer. AoE provoke again. Vizix is just so good, guys. I do have her fast. This is in-game. You got to have them fast to compete with the speed of these Doom Tower waves. Otherwise, if you can't take control immediately, they're going to wreck you. They're going to come in there and just wreck you. But we do that. We do that with one person to take control normally if you're going to manual it. And then you just come through there with your burn champion, burn them down, and it's done. You get the rewards. So that's it. Pretty nice, right? I don't think that was bad with that team for stage 99. The setup for this is actually pretty easy. We just have to make sure that those Prince Kymars are going to do the reset when they should do the reset. Let's see what we've got here as far as their skills go. Duchess will always do her A2, so we didn't have to mess with her. Lydia will do what she's supposed to do. Seer, we want to make sure, actually I should be forcing her to do her Karma burn. We want to make sure she does her Karma burn when it's up. So that'll make sure she does it. Luckily, we have enough buffs and my Seer is strong enough that she's been doing it on her own. We'll come over here to the first Prince Kymar. This is the faster Prince Kymar. So this Prince Kymar is going to do his AoE sleep. Then he's going to come back around to the reset on wave 2, because on wave 1, he's going to sleep them. This Prince Kymar is going to do his A1 first on wave 1. He's going to do the AoE sleep on wave 2. And then on wave 3, he's going to be ready to reset for us. But there's a lot of different ways you can do this. So you don't need to have the gear I have, and you don't need to have the speed I have is what it comes down to. And of course, you can use Renegades, but then you got to play it really different. I'm just showing you very, very in-game right now. So that's how you have the 2 Prince Kymar set up. That's it. This is the faster one at 304. The Prince Kymars need to be faster than your Lydia. So my Lydia is missing her banner right now. I took her banner off so that she would be slower. Now they're both faster. They don't have to be faster. It just works out better and it's less turns for us if they are faster. That way they can reset. Lydia does her move. Duchess, I've been calling Duchess Lydia, I'm sorry. Duchess does her move and then Seer drops the wave. And by no means do they need to be at 300 speed. You just need to be faster than the wave with these speeds here. So that wave is probably the fastest person, maybe 250 speed. 255, somewhere around there. So if all my guys are just above 250 speed, then we're fine, especially the Prince Kymars. Both of these above 250 speed, we drop that first wave because everybody's faster. We're getting a speed increase from Lydia, from her buff, so that means that we're going to go much faster, and we drop that first wave. Now the next wave, Prince Kymar is going to reset, plus give us a turn meter increase, so we're going to take down that wave as well. So we don't need to be at these 300 speeds. It's just what I have because my Lydia with her banner on is above 300, so I needed my Kymars faster, my Duchess with the banner on. Jesus, man. And then my Lydia down here is at 275, so everybody could be slower, and my Seer is at 202. So just keep that in mind. They don't have to be this fast. They just need to be faster than the wave with this setup. You need to be much faster if you're going to try to do Renegade, because Renegade only does 2-turn cooldown. But with this setup, you just got to be right faster than the wave and you're good. You'll be able to take it down. So when you look at this gear, your Seer needs to be strong, but the rest of this doesn't need to be fast, and nobody needs to be strong. Like, none of these people here have to be particularly strong. Lydia is just going to do her debuffs. That's all we need is accuracy and enough speed on her. Kymar's going to reset. He needs no gear but speed gear. It's nice to have that accuracy if you want to sleep them. And then Duchess, she just needs the speed. I mean, that's all Duchess needs, right? The speed to get that move off, and you're fine. The other team we have here is a pretty decent team. We've used Gnarlhorn quite a few times to go through the waves. We've used Vizix all the time to control the waves. She's very fast. That way, anytime I come into a wave, she can provoke immediately if we're going to slow play it and kind of manual it, because she's at 270 speed. Look at that accuracy and resistance with 270 speed. She's doing okay, right? Then we've got our Archmage. He just has 258 speed. I just want him faster than the wave so that if we're lucky enough when we come in there, he can do his A2 and try to stun people. She can do her A3 and try to provoke everyone. And then he's slower, right? He's at 211. He can do his A2 and AoE provoke everyone. But how we had this run set up was we had enough buffs immediately and enough speed with the speed buff here from Lydia to make sure we drop that first wave. Now, once we drop that first wave, we know that Vizix used her A2 already for ally protection to give us all those additional buffs and to slow the enemy, which doesn't matter on that wave 1. But she did this to give us more buffs, and then I know that this ability is going to be ready to go on that wave 2. Immediately on that wave 2, she is going to provoke. So we made sure that Gnarlhorn, he's a little bit slower, so that when he does provoke, he just did his A1 on that wave 1. So on that wave 2, when he provokes, the enemy's already fast. They've already taken a turn off of the provoke from Vizix. So he's reapplying a provoke to himself there. So that's 2 turns. We're taking care of the enemy on wave 2. And then Archmage will eventually cycle back around on a 3-turn cooldown, try to stun them again, give us more buffs so we have our speed buff up again. Lydia will do the same, and we'll come back around and keep taking control. So when we do eventually 4 turns with Seer with her Karma Burn, we'll have the buffs up and we'll take down the wave just like you saw us do. And then when we go into the 3rd wave, it is a little RNG there. But with 3 champions, with the ability to break up all that damage we're about to take on that wave 3, it works out well. 3 different 3-turn cooldowns. Provoke here, and then stun here. So somebody's going to have something up pretty quickly. Should be right away. So we can take control of that wave. And then again, we're waiting for Seer to come back around. But that's it. Nothing secret about this one as well. Look at the speeds. Again, the speeds really 294. The Kymars just need to be faster than everyone. At least one does. It makes it easier, but they don't have to be. But it is much easier if you're going to do full auto like I did. They need to be faster than everyone else. So we can reset and kill, reset and kill. Now, they don't have to be. Before, I ran 1 faster Prince Kymar and 1 slower because I didn't have so many. Now I have 3 Prince Kymars. So I was using 1 for my dungeon runs, and he wasn't that fast. So I had to wait to use the faster one just whenever it was better for me. Better for me to do it on wave 2 or wave 3. It didn't matter. Then you do more of a manual play, reset when you want to reset, and then take the wave down. But that's it, everyone. Let's go look at Seer. Seer's the big part of this, right? You don't need anything special on the rest of these. You just need accuracy for Lydia and speed for the rest. No kind of special gear whatsoever, but you do and you have to have a strong Seer. Strong Seer is the name of the game. So whatever you have for your Seer, get her in a Savage set. This is how you're going to do the most damage. Whenever you can ignore defense, you're going to do more damage. And then critical damage is everything to Seer. That's all you need is critical damage for Karma Burn. She is at 324 critical damage. And anytime you get more buffs, she's going to do more damage. She does an insane amount of damage off of eating buffs. And I don't mean just a little. Like you get a few more buffs, it's a little bit more damage. It is a lot of damage. So always somebody in a shield set, of course. I think I have one of my I have Lydia in a shield set. I've got my Renegade in a shield set. I have Mausoleum Mage in a shield set. I have even my Archmage in a shield set. So I've got a lot of people in a shield set. So when I do run them with Seer, they've got that additional buff across the board. But you really want to get your Seer as much critical damage as possible. Always do the critical damage mastery here. Do not go with Helm Smasher now. Don't ever go with Helm Smasher. I'm down here at this one, Flawless Execution. So make sure you do this. Get the most critical damage as possible. Kind of set it up like this. Let me take myself off really quick so you can see what I have. There we go. There are the masteries that I'm always running on her. Let me know if you have better ones or you like it differently. We'll do that. And get your Seer as strong as possible for this Karma Burn. It's all about the critical damage and trying to get Savage gear as well. Because if you have critical damage of 300, 260 Savage is probably just as good, if not a little bit better. So try to get your, even like I'm saying, 260 critical damage in a Savage set, still amazing. Just try to do what you can with that. If not, get your critical damage up as much as possible. 300, 320, whatever you can with whatever gear you have. Don't worry about the speed as much because as long as you're faster than the wave, especially for wave clears normal dungeons, you don't need to be fast at all if you're going to drop it and drop it and drop it. But that's it, everyone. Let me know what you think about the team. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I will see you guys all in a video soon.